You know, a dead person's knee put into my knee just 3 months before that jump. So, you know, for me, I knew it was going to be my last swan song, and it really finished as a fairy tale ending for me.
OK, well, you will be part of our commentary team, but I want to get down to this. You hit that ramp at what k's an hour, and how high in the air are you?
Well, you come in about 65 kilometres an hour and you're about 35, 40 feet in the air, which is about a 3-storey building in height. So it's not for the faint-hearted. OK, getting bound to the Winter Olympics in Vancouver next year, we are looking like a really good, strong team, particularly in the freestyle aerials. Run us through it and what's our hopes? Well, we've got 4 girls that are going to be contending. It really will be the Australia versus China show. So we've got Nina Lee from China, who was world champion last year. But then, of course, we've got Lydia Lassala and Jackie Cooper, who both equally would be considered favourites for the gold medal.
We'll start with Lydia, new last name Lassila. We know her as Iridikonu. You were talking about dead people's parts in your knee. She had one as well. Now she's jumping really well at the moment, but also, what do you think her chances are?
Lydia is a really seasoned athlete now. She came into aerial skiing as the most talented acrobat that's ever come to the sport. She's finally got the overall World Cup globe. She was the bridesmaid 4 years in a row. So if anyone's done their dues and has the experience to pull off a medal at the Olympics in Vancouver, it will be her. But she's doing new jumps, so she's got a race against time pretty much up until Christmas to get as many jumps under her belt, and hopefully she'll have enough experience with them to put them on her feet when it comes to Vancouver.
Well, we know Lydia's a seasoned competitor. What about our other contender, Jackie Cooper? She's 38 years old, lining up for her 5th Olympics. Can this be the one where she comes home with a medal?
Listen, Jackie's amazing. She's been to so many games and she's already got the tricks in the bag, but she hasn't had the most optimal pre-season. She hurt her hip and has had to have hip surgery in the last few months, so she'll be going into Vancouver counting on all of her experience. And I think for Jackie, if she's got it together in her head and she really believes in everything she's done over the last 10 years, she'll be in the hunt to win.
Well, Lisa, as you pointed out, we know with 2 are going to the Winter Olympics, but we're going to have 4 contenders there, and they're in with a real chance. And Tim Sheridan caught up with them at Mount Buller and looked at their chances for the Vancouver Winter Games coming up in February.
They are shovelling snow and building an empire. Australia's flying kangaroos work as a mob, led by Lydia Lassala, the world's best.
To train with that and, you know, really train against that too, because you are wanting to beat her and she's #1. So it's a perfect kind of situation for Australians because we are so competitive and we train together.
Bree Munro has the lifelong dream, gymnastic pedigree and injury horror stories, but they exist in the shadow of our aerial greats. Anywhere else, Bree and Liz Gardner might well be the top guns, but they'll take the hard school any day.
Success breeds success. So the fact that we've always had a lot of success in aerials, we have amazing role models to look up to, and we have a good program in place because we know what it takes to get to the top.
In her previous life as a gymnast, 27-year-old Victorian Bree Munro was 3rd at the Chinese Nationals. Here at Mount Buller, in the spring of 2002, she made her World Cup debut.
Actually broke my neck and well, they say fractured, so I'd probably rather use fractured. But yep, it was a bit scary.
Just a bit.
Yeah, but also there wasn't really any damage or anything, so I was lucky, and it was probably the best way to break my neck.
The following year, Bree was back, and with top 12 finishes heralding the arrival of another exceptional Australian talent, there was more bad luck.
2006, after missing out on the Olympics, the next season we started skiing, started jumping, and then just on a training jump I blew my knee, which is the ACL, had to have a reconstruction.
Melbourne's Liz Gardner is 29, a product of her sport's first raid on the gymnastics ranks at the turn of the century. She was 5th at the world titles in 2005, and this year has been about achieving her sport's holy grail, the triple somersault.
They've found that it takes about a year just to adjust to the triple somersaults, because you're adding in an extra 10-15 k's of speed, you're adding in an extra somersault, and it takes a little bit more time to adjust to the new conditions and to be able to deal with everything that's going on, all the different factors of weather and wind and all these things that happen with aerial skiing.
Stretch it down.
Jerry Grossi and Cord Spiro are the coaches of the Australian team. These two are also working on Generation Next, the development squad of Flying Joeys.
So, have you spotted another Jackie or another Lydia?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, I think we have one.
These young women in red are often already used to flying, but it takes 2 years of ski instruction before they even try their first jump. From balance beam to kicker, Danny Scott hasn't missed a beat.
A couple of my teammates got into it, so I thought I would love to take that opportunity and applied for it and got in and never looked back. I've loved it ever since.
Given that the process of identifying and training young aerial skiers is such a long one, that's where Mount Buller plays such a vital role in the next step. When the youngsters are ready to take their first jumps, they won't be anywhere near a World Cup event or a World Championship. But here at Mount Buller, they can be right next to the very best in their sport, day after day.
They're big mentors for these younger girls. You know, they come in, they show the girls the ropes a little bit. This is the first camp that we've had everybody together as one solid team. So the girls are really appreciative of it. You know, they're really appreciating jumping with the older girls and what they bring to them and learning from them and watching them. It definitely moves them up a level and makes them improve a lot faster.
Like most people would think we'd be a bit scared and nervous that these girls are coming through, but it's so exciting to see the next generation coming through, and I just think the sky's the limit.
Earlier this year, our senior team was at the Olympic venue, Cypress Mountain in Vancouver. It made Liz Gardner a bit homesick.
Yeah, it's a beautiful venue, absolutely beautiful. I think it's kind of an advantage for us Aussies. It's perfect Mount Buller conditions. It's a little bit soft, it's a little bit foggy, and it's quite warm.
I guess just like home.
Just like home, so I think we might even have a hometown advantage there.
With one Olympics under her skis, Liz reckons she's ready to be part of an Australian rush for the podium in Vancouver.
I like that I'm going in with a little bit of experience, a little bit of knowledge, and I can just settle in there and really focus on what I need to do, get the job done.
At the Olympic venue, Brie Munro completed her first two-day competition and did 2 triple twisting double somersaults to make the final and finish 10th. For 20 years, she's been dreaming of going to the Olympics.
I say I worked since I was 8 years old to make an Olympics because I was a gymnast beforehand. That was my goal. I missed out, unfortunately, at that, and then along came this sport and, you know, another chance at it. And really, you know, we set our goals 4 years in advance, but, you know, just wanting that for so long and eventually, you know, making it, it's really good.
Beautiful story from Tim Sheridan. And Elisa, we talk about Jackie Cooper and Lydia Lucilla, but these two girls have a real chance. Brie and Liz, we can't discount them, can we?
Absolutely. The top 10 contenders for the medal podium in Vancouver are all doing new jumps. So whoever puts 2 jumps down on the day will come away with a medal, and Liz and Brie are in the hunt for sure.
We like that, definitely. Let's talk about the torch was lit in Greece last week. Obviously, that's exciting because it starts off the torch relay and you're running.
I'm super excited because I competed in the last Olympics and now I get to participate in the torch relay and then, of course, with commentating. So for me, this is a really nice way to merge out of being a competitor and into just enjoying the Olympics as a spectator and as a commentator. I've never been in a torch relay before, and I'm going to run through the province of the Yukon, which is the most northwestern province of Canada. And seriously, Canada is such a beautiful country and the people are as friendly as Australians are. So, you know, this is a big moment for me as well, and perhaps my last hurrah as being an Olympian.
I don't think you'll ever be forgotten. Don't worry about that. I think you're a legend of the sport. But obviously the Winter Olympics are coming up in 2010 February. They will be on Channel 9, 17 days of live coverage. And as I said, it begins on the 13th of Feb. We've got 2 weeks of brilliant winter sports and we cannot wait.
You're right about that, and well done, and look forward to your commentary during the Winter Olympics coming on board with Wide World of Sports. OK, don't go away because you're coming back. You've got opinions on pretty much everything. Well, you've got to if you want to be on the surf. You're coming up a little later on the surf. But right after the break, Samantha Stozer joins us.
Tuesday night on